My name is Jonas Moe. I'm the SVP of Market Strategy at Ellie Mae. For those of you who don't know Ellie Mae is a publicly traded fintech company in the Pleasanton area. Our CEO likes to jest that Ellie Mae was fintech before fintech was cool. So we're happy to be here today. Happy to show you some great technology. One of the things that we look at Ellie Mae is we want to make everything that's automatable. So we want to take the technology that's available and leverage it across the market. One of the things that we look at is the consumer experience. If you've turned on a TV, you've seen the commercials for Rocket Mortgage, and the idea of making that mortgage origination process easier for the consumer. Now, unlike Rocket Mortgage, Ellie Mae actually services about 3,000 different lenders, and about 1 in 3 loans in the United States goes through our technology solutions. So not only are we serving the needs of the consumer, we're serving a vast financial network. Now, my colleague, Rama Matadi, is actually showing you one of our applications, and that's our Consumer Connect application. Now, with Consumer Connect, what we're trying to do is make that process easier for the home buyer. So every home buyer wants to get into their home. They don't necessarily want to do a mortgage. So how do we make that process easier? Now, part of the mortgage process is landing on a place, educating yourself, and understanding what's available to that buyer. So Rama's brought up a sample site that we have right here. And this site is accessible, form factor aware. So whether you're on a desktop, a laptop, a phone, you're able to have the experience that you need to understand your buying experience. So Rama, why don't you go into the application process?
Sure, Jonas.
So one of the things we've looked at from the application process, similar to TurboTax, is how do we create a process that's easier for that buyer? So as much as possible, we automate the tasks the buyer has as they're filling out that application, whether we're autofilling fields or we're tapping into some standard integrations. So as Rama clicks through the application, one of the things that we've done is actually tapped into credit, product and pricing, asset verification, and we also tap into Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac for automated underwriting. So one of the great things that we do with asset verification is we actually bring in all of the information that the borrower has, whether they're using a Wells Fargo bank account or a Bank of America bank account. We actually bring in that information right into the application. So Rama's doing that right now. So that process, what it allows us to do is not only streamline the application, but also take steps away from the borrower. The average application has about 300 different fields that the borrower has to fill out. So if you imagine tapping into asset verification, credit, product and pricing, what we've done is we've made that process easier for the borrower and reduced the number of errors, because we're not relying on the borrower to type in that information as they move through that application. So right now, we'll pull up the borrower's account.
Yep. So go ahead and log in.
And we integrate to thousands of different institutions using our form-free integration to bring in that information. Now we're into, Now we're into the borrower portal. So one of the things that we do is not only look at the application process, but look at the post-application process. It's not just about what the borrower needs to do to fill out the app. The average time to close is around 50 days in the United States. There's a lot of tasks involved after the application. So the borrower can upload documents. They can check current status on the application. They're also able to tap into informational forms and forms that require their signature. So what Rama is doing right now is pulling up a standard mortgage origination form and going through the e-sign process. Ellie Mae has partnered with DocuSign, best-of-breed signing platform, so that process is part and seamless in the application process and post-application process for the borrower. So one of the things that we did with this whole system, Ellie Mae supports over 14 different products that help lenders provide great experiences for borrowers. Everything that we showed you is built on our Encompass lending platform. That lending platform has a set of RESTful APIs. So while we've created a sample site here, all 3,000 of our lenders can create their own borrower experience, expanding the functionality and realizing what's possible. And along those lines, because we've built this Encompass lending platform, we've expanded the idea of possible as well. So our third presenter on stage is actually our friend Alexa here. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope this works. Alexa, are you ready?
I was born ready, or at least very well prepared. Let's do it.
Alexa, Loan Officer Connect.
Jonas Moe, you are now logged into Encompass Loan Officer Connect. What do you like to know?
What loans have rate lock expirations this week?
The Harville loan has rate lock expirations for this week.
What is the current rate?
The Harville loan has a 30-year fixed with a 4.5% APR.
Search for a better rate.
Rosewood Lending has a 30-year fixed mortgage with a 4.00% APR.
Log out.
You have been logged out from Encompass Loan Officer Connect.
So this is an example of what took one of our engineers, Sunil Solanke, 2 weeks to develop using our Encompass lending platform and the RESTful APIs. It's an example of what's possible, tapping into the APIs to generate an experience that's void of a phone, a tablet, a PC, and leveraging real language request and response. We look to enable all technologies within the mortgage space to create great customer experiences for our lenders and their borrowers. Thank you.